residents of India who are planning to buy their dream home, now might be the perfect time to do so. Home loan interest rates looks quite attractive at the current level, with most leading home loan providers offering affordable rates starting from 6.5% as part of their festive season promotions. The rate of interest of the home loan currently is at its all-time low, and with real estate prices lying low across most cities in the country, this environment might be quite favorable for both the end users as well as investors. Home loan borrowers have witnessed a good time since March 2020, with interest rate lying at 15-year low following RBI's cumulative repo rate cut of 115 basis points. However, here it is important to note that this repo rate might be changed or revised by the RBI in every 2 months. So today in this video, we will look at what interest rate you can avail a home loan from some of the leading top banks in the country. Hi, I'm Namita. Welcome to IndianMoney.com. Let's get started. So before you start with the home loan process, it's important that you determine your total eligibility, as it will depend on your repayment capacity. Home loan eligibility depends on various factors such as your age, your salary, your total work experience, the location, and most importantly, your credit score. Today, home loans are generally granted or provided to self-employed individuals as well as salaried individuals. Though home loans are provided at the lowest interest rate by top banks today, here's a catch. The risk premium levied on self-employed individuals and salaried individuals might differ. For instance, it is usually seen that banks charge a higher risk premium from self-employed individuals when compared to salaried individuals. With that being said, let us now look at what is the lowest interest rate for salaried individuals offered by leading top banks in the country. Starting with Kotak Mahindra Bank, the minimum interest rate for salaried individuals here is 6.5% and the maximum can go up to 7.1%. Here, the important thing to note is that if your credit score is above 750, then you have to pay an interest rate of 6.5%. If your credit score is lower, then you might have to pay extra interest rate that can go up to 7.1%. Next, IDFC First Bank is offering 6.5% and maximum 8.0%. Punjab and Sindh Bank is offering 6.70%, which is the minimum interest rate, and maximum is going up to 7.35%. So if you are applying for a home loan in say Bank of Baroda, then the minimum interest rate they are levying is 6.75%, whereas the maximum interest rate is 8.35%. Then next, ICICI Bank is offering the interest rate of 6.75%, which can go up to maximum of 7.40%. The Union Bank of India is levying an interest rate of 6.80%, whereas the minimum interest rate will be 7.35%. So if you are taking a home loan in say from SBI term loan, then here the minimum interest rate you will have to pay is 6.80%, whereas the maximum interest rate is 7.15%. In Indian Bank, the minimum interest rate is 6.80% and maximum interest rate is 8.25%. In Central Bank of India, the minimum interest rate is 6.85%, whereas the maximum interest rate is 7.30%. Lastly, the Bank of India is offering or levying an interest rate of 6.85% and maximum interest rate is 8.20%. Here the thing to remember is that depending on your risk profile and processing fee levied or charged by each bank, your risk premium may also differ. So before applying for a home loan, do know their processing fee, documentation fee and other such fees charged by each bank. Now let us look at what is the interest rate levied by different banks for self-employed individuals. Starting with IDFC First Bank, here the minimum interest rate is 6.50%, whereas the maximum interest rate is 8.0%. Kotak Mahindra Bank 6.65%, maximum interest rate is 7.25%. In Bank of Baroda, the minimum interest rate is 6.75% and maximum interest rate is 8.35%. If you are applying for home loan in say Union Bank of India, here the minimum interest rate charge is 6.85%, whereas the maximum is 7.40%. In Bank of India, it is 6.85% and maximum interest rate is 8.35%. For ICICI Bank, the minimum interest rate here is 6.90%, whereas the maximum interest rate is 7.55%. For SBI term loan, the interest rate here will be 6.95%, maximum interest rate is 7.30%. Indian Bank will levy an interest rate of 6.95%, the maximum will be 8.40%. Lastly, Canara Bank will levy an interest rate of 6.95%, the maximum interest rate will be 8.90%. So you have seen what is the minimum interest rate and what is the maximum interest rate. Here the difference makes is your credit score. So whenever you are applying for any loan, make sure your credit score is good enough, it's strong enough for you to get a better scheme or loan. So as mentioned earlier, most banks and other home loan providers may give you a good deal on home loans only during the festive season, and it may tend to hike up later as soon as that is over. So to sum it all, getting a home loan during a festive season might be a good idea, and it will also help you to save a considerable amount of money on interests. Getting a home loan is one of the most important financial decisions that anyone makes, as it is a long-term commitment. So it is important that you are extra careful when availing a home loan. For you to gain a complete knowledge about home loan, we have also built a full-fledged course about it that is available on our Financial Freedom app. So hurry up and download the application now. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified for our next video. Thank you for watching IndianMoney.com. Get wise, break free.